play the sport. I got it too. I think you got it.
St. Thomas Aquinas actually wrote this song. That's why I picked it. I think he wrote more than one, but I'm not sure.
With Spunk second.
We thought it was the only song.
How'd you go Spunk?
We thought it was the only song he ever wrote.
That's absurd.
Good question. No. I just know I've been familiar with this one because he wrote it, and you don't usually associate him with music, but why not? Used to be when I would teach during the Middle Ages, a session. Not in the Middle Ages. I mean, in my current course, I'm not that old. I would have assigned a coloring book. It's a medieval coloring book, and what they were pictures of letters with all the decorations. But it was a coloring book, so you would come in with crayons, or I would bring in, pages, and everybody could spend some time coloring those pages while listening to Gregorian chant. Can't do the candle thing, but you can imagine that would have been a different experience, I suppose.
I agree with that.
But we have so much to cover in such a short time that's
There's one simple hearing hack anyone can use to improve their hearing almost overnight.
probably not do that. What are we listening to? Well, I can't get rid of this if I. Monday I mentioned Bach, and I was looking for a piece that might Notice the Lutheran Church has some decorations now along the balcony there, the choral loft. So good morning. Today our focus will be on Thomas Aquinas. We are still covering an awful lot of time very quickly, but that's because of the nature of the course. Short, 15 weeks. So Monday we'll start modern philosophy with Descartes and Hobbes. So I have already updated the course content to include notes on that's the syllabus. It's today. Okay, so it was the first one. So where did I put that? I thought I put it up there already. Oh, I know. I put it on a different window last time, but so it should be there, is it? No. Where the heck did it go? Yeah, okay. So what did I label it? I labeled it by the date. And notice that it again will have both Monday and Wednesday in one set of notes. So it talks about both Thomas Hobbes and René Descartes. They're contemporaries. Hobbes was older than Descartes and lived longer than Descartes. Descartes' life was relatively short. Cut short, everybody blames Queen Christina of Sweden for that.
Quiz question?
Pardon?
Is that the quiz question?
The quiz question for Monday. Today's quiz question is based on the angels. And this is right here. Should have done the pointy thingy, but you know, what do you think of the thesis that Aquinas' description of the angels in the Summa Theologica is similar to the contemporary concept of forces in physics. By the way, last night I asked ChatGPT this question and it said, nah. I think that's an example of where ChatGPT is in error, because they're not using a mind in order to ask that kind of question or to think about that kind of question. Let me, for example, go. Remember I mentioned the Summa is, there's two. One is against the Gentiles. How do you argue with the Gentiles? Not how do you kill them. Sorry, that was just a local thing, just really ridiculous. By the way, that doesn't mean that I'm in support of the individuals that are on that blog in Alaska, if you're familiar with it. But nonetheless, I thought it was silly that the newspaper the writer of the newspaper article about it interpreted it as if it was a hostile podcast because it was against the Gentiles. Get rid of them. No, that's not how that works.